is the Chief Executive of the charity Action Aid. Hello to you. You signed this petition for him not to come. Why?
Well, I was incredibly proud to be there yesterday at the protest in front of Downing Street because as ActionAid, we stand up for the rights of women and girls, we stand up for the right of refugees, and these actions that we see is absolutely just not done. They are divisive, as we just heard the Home Secretary say. It's about intolerance and it's about spreading hatred, and it goes contrary to British values of tolerance, equality and dignity.
I wonder how our government would react if we were being told by the Americans who to let in and who not to let in.
It's an issue that the whole world has to consider, because the issue of refugees is something that we have signed up to. There are conventions, there are practices, there is the Geneva Convention. So it's not about questioning the authority of a sovereign government, but it's to use the influence that Britain has and the special relationship that it has with the United States to speak up for those who are marginalized, who are excluded. And that's why ActionAid is very keen that the British government does take a strong stance, use its influence with the US government to talk about this particular ban and to say the world cannot be divided on lines of gender, on religion, on race, or any such divisive factor.
It is a ban that's only in place for 90 days for now. We're hearing from the President's spokesperson, Kellyanne Conway, who's saying it's only impacting on something like 1% of people who are trying to get into the United States. We're meddling. It's none of our business.
I don't think it's something that's as temporary. We have seen the impact that it has even now. We have seen families being separated. We have seen children being separated. We have seen access to healthcare being affected. It's easy to say, and it's easy to be in denial and to say that it's just about 1%, but it's about the message. And as the leader of the free world, as the president of the United States, it is important for Donald Trump and for that matter Theresa May to talk about and stand up for the rights of women, for girls, for refugees, because these are people who are fleeing conflict. These are people who are fleeing war, and they're just there to seek a better life for themselves, not to create terror or conflict in the countries that they come into.
Okay. If he does come, if Donald Trump does come, what do you think should happen? What sort of reception do you think he might receive, for example?
Well, any world leader is welcome to the UK, because UK as a government, as a global power, needs to engage with the powers, with the leaders across the world. But I think when Donald Trump comes here, if he does come, it'll be an opportunity for people like myself to stand up there and to say that some of his actions are actually divisive, and that in this current context where there is already enough conflict and division in this world is just not right.
Good to talk to you. Thank you for joining us on Sky News. Thank you very much indeed. You've got thoughts on that, I am sure. We are expecting a big statement actually from